We have some breaking news. The president-elect's trade agenda, one of Donald Trump's closest advisors, now working on a trade policy that could impact businesses all over the world. Charlie is breaking it down for us with the exclusive details. Go ahead, Charlie.
Well, I got a feeling that this is one of the reasons why the market's been off since January. You know, Donald Trump has had a really good rally since his election on lower taxes, less regulation. Not so good since January, as he's been talking about tariffs. You saw Wilbur Ross today talk about some sort of a tariff on steel imports from China. And here's what we understand is going on inside. This is the Trump transition team, so it's not quite the administration. It'll be the administration after Friday. But what we understand is Reince Priebus, his chief of staff, the former RNC chief, is making calls to business executives to talk about what they think would be the impact of something like a 5 to 10% tariff on all imports. Now, that's across the board imports. Here's one thing I don't know on this, based on my sources, David. I don't know if this is the thing you've been reading in the paper about the border tax to help pay for some of the infrastructure and some of the tax cut spending that Trump wants, or this is just a straight tariff across the board. But it is kind of interesting what's going on here. It seems like the Trump administration is setting the stage for protectionism in a fairly significant way, much more than in the past. This is not just a tit-for-tat thing against Chinese for flooding the market with a certain good and violating some trade pact. This seems to me that this is something a lot bigger, a lot more intense, and it's clearly done by not just some low-level staffer, but by Reince Priebus. And I'll tell you, David, you want markets to trade off? Start a trade war. You can ask Jonathan Hoenig about that. This is pretty serious
stuff. We're getting close. 2 days to take off. We'll see which direction the market goes from here. Thank you very much, Charlie's breaking news.